Hey, this is Justin Prince, man. I'm excited to be able to walk you through this new project that I'm working on and what we're doing with this new company. So here in a moment, I'll walk you through some slides, but for those of you that don't know my story, my wife and I live in southern Utah. We have 4 kids from ages 20 down to 11, bookend boys, and then we have 2 girls in the middle, 17 and 15. I'm a daddy first, I'm a husband first for sure. I'm an entrepreneur second. So I've built multiple different multi-million-dollar businesses. My last business, we did over $2.5 billion in revenue. We paid out over $1 billion in commissions to our sales leaders, and it was millions and millions and millions of customers. Man, as you would have in any entrepreneurial journey, I've had all the ups and the downs. First business failing, living in the loft of my wife's parents' garage, below zero financially, back on credit cards, back on taxes, trying to chase the dream to become financially free. And, I feel like this next season, I feel like all of those wins, all those losses, all the ups, all the downs, all of it's prepared for this moment, and really excited about what we're going to do. So let me walk you through these slides, and I'll kind of walk you through Oro2. So for me, my real giftedness is in unlocking human potential. And so the idea for me was, how do we create a brand that really shines, a brand that helps people to be the one they're born to be? So we're launching a company this fall called Make Wellness. And I love this concept of being able to help people to make wellness, not just in their health and wellness, but in their financial situation, in their homes, in their confidence, in their courage, where we can make magic happen and make health smarter and make communities thrive, make better leaders, make minds sharper, make bodies healthier. Our story is a story built on 2 things, science and nature. And I'll walk you through some of the big breakthroughs that are happening in research labs all around the world in the science side. But then also we're a brand built on nature, on the soil and the plants and the elements with water and family and joy and authenticity. That leads to the product platform. So here's the thing, I asked myself, first question, do I want to do this again in direct sales? And the second question I asked myself was, if I do want to do it again, what's the product platform? What are we going to do? Because, building a thing that's like my multivitamin's better than yours or my stick pack's better than yours, I just didn't have any interest in doing it, candidly. I wanted to build a platform that I felt like had the ability to do tens and tens of billions of dollars in revenue. The platform that we've chosen is Peptides. Now, a couple quick thoughts I'll share with you on Peptides. My guess is, as you're hearing this, some of you are like, I know all about peptides, and some of you are like, what's a peptide, right? It's a new emerging category. Couple quick thoughts. If your DNA is the lock, peptides are the key. So the simplest way to think about peptides is they unlock your DNA to up and down regulate, to work at optimal levels. Andrew Huberman, who's a Stanford professor, he's got a really famous podcast, he says peptides are the wedge between pharmaceutical drugs and nutritional supplements. They're not drugs, but they're way more effective than nutritional supplements. So this is the future, these peptides. Now the challenge with peptides as they are today, they're synthetic chemical compounds made in a lab. They're injectable. For most of them, you have to do them through injection. So I think for a mainstream mass market person, that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. They're expensive, they're complex, hard to know how to do all the usage. So as we were looking at this category, I remember thinking to myself, okay, do we do like a telemed model? Where you tell a customer and then the customer, talks to the doctor and then they do a blood panel and the doctor has the nurse send back a bunch of syringes. I was like, oh my gosh, sounds like the worst business ever. No, let's not do that. And I remember thinking, what if we could do them where instead of being synthetic chemical compounds, they came from nature. Instead of doing injections, people could actually do them as a nutritional supplement, and they would work running it through the gut. In other words, as a nutritional supplement. What if they were affordable versus expensive, so your mainstream normal person could get access to them? And then what if you created the easy and trusted brand to do it? And so we went on a search, and we created partnerships with some of the most prestigious research labs in the world. In fact, one of our labs has been at this for just under 10 years and has just under $100 million invested in venture capital money. They're using AI data platforms to identify and to isolate and do human clinicals with peptides from nature. So the idea for us is that nature is the ultimate biochemist. She has always had all the answers, and her pharmacy is the natural world. But until we had these AI platforms, these data platforms, to identify and to isolate and to do human clinicals on these peptides from nature, we couldn't harvest all this power that Mother Nature had. So to give you an idea, there's trillions of peptides in nature, and imagine there's 700 different locks in the human system. So there's trillions of keys and 700 different locks. So what the data platforms do is they go in there and find which key unlocks these different pathways with precision in the body. And so the story that we're taking to the world is bioactive precision peptides. We're the first precision cell signaling peptide ingredient derived company from nature. And what we're going to do is we're going to go do tens of billions of dollars in revenue, mainstreaming the story of bioactive precision peptides, where they're natural versus synthetic, and your body's already familiar with them with your body chemistry, and they're ingested, not injected, and they're affordable, and they're potent, and they're all tested on human clinicals. My friends, this is the future of wellness. This is where it's all going. Part of what also kind of got me fired up with this platform, it's really interesting because these labs are doing this research literally all the time, finding kind of the next breakthrough in these bioactive precision peptides. And so you build the biggest sales force in the world that are out there selling and telling the story on Instagram or TikTok or with their friend at coffee about bioactive precision peptides, but then you have different product verticals you can get into, whether it's sleep or energy or stress or weight loss or beauty or longevity or hair care, these different multi-$100 million, multi-billion dollar product verticals that keep your story relevant, because no company grows to the moon. You know, iPhone changed the world, but if all of us are trying to sell iPhone 1s right now, we're going to get crunched. And it's because you have to stay innovative and you have to stay on the cutting edge. We're launching 6 products this fall. All of our products have a naming convention called I am statements. So for example, you're here today, I'll share with you fit, I am lean, I am energized, I am focused. I kind of tease people, I'm like, do you know anyone that would not like to be fit, lean, energized, or focused? I mean, it's just, it's like an IQ test. Or like, yes, I'm in. This product fit is absolutely so cool. This one actually helps you increase your protein synthesis, basically helps you to use your protein to retain your strength, to hold on to more muscle. Here's what I want you to know. You don't have to be a bodybuilder or a CrossFit superstar to need muscle. My friends, muscle is the ultimate anti-aging elixir. If you want to live a long, healthy, fit, and active life, you need to hold on to your muscle. This actually will dramatically improve your recovery. Muscle recovery in the clinicals was improved by 144%. It reduces lean muscle loss. It's just a really dynamic product that you'll take every single morning, has a really refreshing kind of orange sunrise taste. Lean is also really special. So how many of you have heard of like Ozempic, for example? Ozempic or semaglutide or Mounjaro, those were peptides that pharma took for diabetes, but then it became commercialized for weight loss because they were so effective for weight loss. And the challenge that some folks are having with Ozempic is that about 40% of the weight that they're losing is actually coming from muscle. And like we talked about, you don't want to lose your muscle. On this lean product, 100% of the weight people were losing from this product, 100% of it was actually from fat, specifically visceral fat. They did like DEXA scans where 65% of the weight they were losing was from their midsections, 2 inches off the waist. And it also helps with your ghrelin and your leptin, which is your hunger and your satiety hormones. So it helps to kind of regulate that and smooth that out. Focused, man, this product is so interesting. It enhances focus, concentration, and memory, and while decreasing brain fog and brain fatigue. It increases blood flow and oxygen to your brain, and it also has some ingredients to help you with blue light, because a lot of us, our eyes are so tired because we're looking at our phones or looking at our screen every single day. Energize is another really dynamic product. This product increases serotonin and dopamine levels to help increase energy levels. It supports adrenal gland function, and it has a natural coffee berry extract for a sustained release caffeine. So there's no big, huge boom. It's a natural based caffeine, so it's a real sustained release. And again, we have 2 other products that we're launching this fall that are all based on the I am statements. I am hydrated, I am calm. From a packaging perspective, I think we're gonna be able to do some really fun stuff to really wow your customers, where they're like, you can create virality where they're like doing an Instagram story, as their stuff lands on their porch. And we've built a compensation structure that is really the compensation structure I believe that will become the new standard for how compensation is done. We're building this, my friends, for the future. We're gonna go launch the business model of 2040, but we'll go launch it in 2024. Last thing I'll share with you is the community. My passion is helping you to be the one you were born to be the one that lives a life, writes a story that future generations know who you are, where your life matters and you make a difference. And by doing that, that's how we're gonna go change the world. Because if we help you be the best version of yourself, stop playing small, work through the challenges that we're all facing, go for it, really go for your dreams and go for your goals, go make some stuff happen in your life. That's how we're gonna create great moms and dads. We go build great moms, great dads. We secure the home, the 4 walls of your home. We really get your house in order. We go do that. That's how we secure your local community. And we start building the next generation of the firefighters and the school teachers and the principals and the folks that are running our churches and our charities and our entrepreneurs and our employee base. We go build a really strong local community with all of this next generation of leaders. And we teach value and principle-based leadership. That's how we're going to go secure our country and ultimately go change the world. So my friends, as we're launching Make Wellness, and as I'm 43 years old right now, I've got enough gray hair to, have a little bit of wisdom, but I'm also fired up and I'm young and I'm in the prime of my career. God willing, I'll get the next 30, 40 years of my life. And what I want to do is I want to go make a difference with people that want to go make a difference, doing something that makes a difference. And if that is you, if this resonates with you, my friends, get back with whoever connected you with this information and have them assist you in the pre-enrollment process. And we would love to have a chance to partner with you and to go change the world together.